distinguished guests, members of the graduating class, fellow members of the Board of Governors, ladies and gentlemen. Let us pause to consider this moment. Today, the Carleton community gathers to celebrate the graduating class of 2025. We're also proud to celebrate together this very happy occasion. Today, we also install our new Chancellor, Nik Nanos. Nanos is the chief data scientist and founder of Nanos Research Group of Companies. Leading one of Canada's most distinguished research firms, he oversees the Nanos Bloomberg Canadian Confidence Index, which tracks consumer confidence in the Canadian economy. He's the poster of record for the Globe and Mail, CTV News, and Bloomberg News Canada. Nanos is also a member of the Order of Canada, an adjunct research professor at Carleton's Norman Paterson School of International Affairs, and a member of the advisory board, Canadian Defense and Security Network. Nanos' commitment to Carleton and the Ottawa community is well established. As a past member and chair of the Board of Governors, he significantly influenced the university's strategic direction, leading initiatives that enhance Carleton's academic reputation, governance, and community engagement. His exceptional personal integrity and sense of purpose reflect Carleton's mission, values, and aspirations. Nik, today we welcome you, we honor you, and we all look forward to working together. Everyone here is bound by a common sense of purpose. Our mission is to ensure that Carleton remains a top university committed to ideas that make our country a better place and creates the next generation of transformational leaders for Canada and the world. I'll now ask Board Chair Beth Creary to perform the swearing of the oath that affirms Mr. Nanos' commitment to Carleton University.
Nikita Nanos, will you assume the functions of the office of the Chancellor of this university, to which you have been duly appointed by the Board of Governors, and do you promise to keep and preserve during your term of office the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this university to promote its well-being and that of its members?
I so promise.
By the authority of the Board of Governors, I now declare you, Nikita Nanos, to be rightfully installed as Chancellor of Carleton University, with all the rights and privileges of that office. I ask the Marshal and Clerk of Senate to invest you with your robes of office, to be worn in token and symbol alike of your office at the university and of your guardianship of academic integrity and freedom of inquiry here in our midst and throughout the world.
Mr. President, Madam Chair, members of the Board of Governors, faculty, staff, proud families, and most importantly, graduates. Thank you. Thank you. I'm deeply honored to stand before you today as Carleton University's 13th Chancellor. Right here, right now, reflect. Reflect on your journey here at Carleton, the tough days, the good days, the great memories, and the transformative experience our university has delivered. Each and every one of you today is a bright hope for your families, our communities, our university, and our nation. Today is a commemoration and celebration of your hard work and the degree you have earned. Your loved ones, friends, neighbors, professors, everyone stands with you today, proud of what you've achieved. But here's the big question to ask yourself. What is next for you? And I'd like to say, full disclosure, even at my age, I tell people I don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up, and you know what? That's okay. However, whether your path before you is crystal clear or perhaps somewhat uncertain, I have one thought for you, something that was passed on to me as a 12-year-old. I'd finished grade 7 and was getting ready for grade 8. The thought was shared with me by a person, a new Canadian. His friends called him Jimmy, someone who was a child during the Second World War, who fled his country and came to Canada, someone who, because of the war, never had the educational opportunities that we have, only primary education. Someone who struggled to write in English, but was amazing at doing math in his head. Someone who came to Canada, worked hard, worked at the Ford Assembly Plant in Oakville, saved enough money to start a business and comfortably provide for his family. That person was my dad. Now, I remember one summer night, we were sitting on the side house, and like many, as you might guess from my last name, I'm Greek, but like many Greek families, there were lots of tomatoes growing in the backyard. And you know, my father worked very hard, and I remember for him sitting in the backyard in silence among the tomatoes was a welcome escape from his very long and busy day. And as we sat, he turned to me and said, and at the time I'm 12 years old, "The greatest gift I have for you is your name." And I remember I looked at him and I said, "What does it mean?" And his response was, "Think about it." I didn't really fully understand what he meant at that time. Those 10 words, "The greatest gift I have for you is your name," tortured me because within a year my dad passed away of a heart attack, leaving my mother, Patricia, my brother, John, and 13-year-old me. I thought a lot about those 10 words over the decades, and they meant different things at different points in my life. So, where did I land? It's still a work in progress, but let me share. And this is my perception of those 10 words and what they mean. Your name is a legacy, a symbol of identity, values, and family history. You are entrusted with the family reputation, stories, hopes, and for how you would carry yourself in the world. This idea gave me a powerful sense of purpose and service, a call to live with integrity, and to honor the family by contributing to making things better. Now, in Greek, there's a word called philotimo. It's hard to translate, but it speaks to a deep sense of honor, duty, and pride in doing what's right, not for recognition, but because it's the right thing to do. It's about living a life of meaning, of contribution, of conscience. That spirit of philotimo has guided me, and I hope it will guide you too. Now, we talked about reflection. Now, think about it. What will your regular day be like as you go out into the world? Will it be wake up, go to work, come home, eat, watch Netflix, sleep, repeat again? Or will it be a day of purpose and service? Will it be a day that includes perhaps helping someone, making a meal, or checking in to make sure a friend or loved one is okay? Will it be a day that includes making your community better by volunteering? Will it be a day that includes serving your university by being a champion of Carleton and telling folks all the great things that our school does? You are now part of something that lasts a lifetime. The Carleton community is forever. Whether you're heading into the workforce, continuing your studies, or exploring new paths, know that you carry with you the values of this university. Our motto, ours the task eternal, speaks to our purpose, the purpose of Carleton to make a difference through higher education. So, good news, I'm almost done. Hear my pledge as your Chancellor. To the students and alumni, I will work tirelessly to keep the Carleton community strong. To the faculty and instructors, I stand with you in the fight to advance the freedom of thought and academic freedom. To the staff, I support all the great things you do to make Carleton a safe, inclusive, and wonderful place of transformation. And to the leadership, and especially my new friend, Wisdom. I am your friend, colleague, teammate. I am at your side to advance the mission of Carleton and your work so our university moves from strength and success to even greater strength and greater success in the future. And so, as I accept this role, I do so in honor of both the name I carry and the university whose name I now represent. I will serve Carleton with that same sense of purpose, with the understanding that names, like communities, are defined not by what they're called, but by the actions that they inspire. And on a personal note, I very much hope that in the twilight of my years, when I'm no longer Chancellor sitting quietly in my backyard, I will reflect and continue to be inspired by the great things I absolutely know you will all do, knowing you were driven by the same sense of serving family, community, our university, and our country. Go forth with purpose. Never forget that Carleton will always be here to welcome you, here with open arms, and to celebrate all the great things I know you will achieve. Thank you.